Hi, I'm Harry from Audient, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use ScrollControl, a really cool new feature on our new high-performance audio interface, ID14. So ScrollControl turns ID14's volume encoder into a virtual scroll wheel. This lets you change plugin parameters, as well as other features in your DAW session. This is great for giving you hands-on control, like you're using a piece of hardware, and lets you get really creative with automation and other features in your mix. So now I'm going to show you a couple of examples on how you can use ScrollControl to get some really creative results. Here is a track I want to add a bit of automation to. I have a build-up section over here just before everything kicks in, and I want to add a filter sweep to the string section just before everything comes in. So first of all, I'm going to put ID14 into scroll wheel mode by pressing the ID button, and then I'm going to make sure that I can write the automation on the track. So in Logic, I open up automation, and then I put touch mode on. Now this means that any parameter that gets changed will get written into automation. Now the next thing to do is to open up my filter, and at the moment for this I'm going to change the cutoff. So all I've got to do is hold my mouse over the cutoff, and then when I turn the scroll wheel it will write the automation. So if we set it up to go, hold my mouse over and play.
You make me feel good, you make me feel good, only you. Hey baby, you make me feel so good.
Now if we open automation, you can see here we have a bit going on there, but actually I want it to be a bit more of a filter sweep than that, so I can go back and just as easily re-record over my automation.
Hey baby, you make me feel so good.
And there we go. So now I'm going to show you a similar thing to what we just did, using a filter sweep, but instead of using a plugin, I'm going to use the Logic's ES2 synth. So if we open that up, this is the parameter we want to change. Let's again first make sure that we're in touch mode. Make sure playback's at the beginning, hover over, and let's go.
Only you. You make me feel good, you make me feel good, only you. Hey baby, you make me feel so good.
And there we go, you can see that that's more than just a straight line drawn with a mouse, and it took hardly any time at all to get a really nice sounding shape. So this is a really useful technique, and it's really easy to do with ScrollControl. Now I'm going to show you how you can use ScrollControl to add a performance element to your sounds. So here I have a bass line with Massive by Native Instruments, and we're going to use ScrollControl to change some of these macro controls while we're going along. If I want to change another one, I just move across onto another control. The great thing about having this hands-on control is it really lets you feel the music and gives you the option to add a human performance element to your recordings. Now I'm going to show you a typical mixing technique where we ride the level of the vocals. Using ScrollControl in this way really lets you feel the dynamic of the vocals and enables you to quickly achieve the results you want in a more organic way. So here we have a sample from Emily Denton, and let's try automating that now.
Can you picture us on a beach in the sun, playing by the sea? Or to millions of faces in hundreds of places, it's all within our reach.
So now we've done that to the vocals, why not try adding a bit of delay in there now?
Can you picture us on a beach in the sun, playing by the sea, or to millions of faces in hundreds of places. It's all within our reach.
ScrollControl is compatible with any DAW or plugin which is scroll wheel enabled. So for example, right now we're in Pro Tools and we can have a play with some of the plugins in here. Here we have just a basic EQ and we can range through all the frequencies and find troublesome ones and then notch them out, which is a very cool thing you can do. We also have Waves plugins. So here we have H delay. You can alter the feedback or any of the other settings on it. Another really great thing you can do is scroll through your Twitter feed or your iTunes library. Just goes to show how versatile ScrollControl really is. I've only been able to show you a few things with ID14 ScrollControl, but there are endless possibilities to try out with all the different scroll wheel enabled elements in your DAWs and plugins. So I hope this has given you an idea of some really cool ways that you can use ID14's ScrollControl feature. For more information, please visit audient.com.